Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to say all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the house of David. Salutations to you brothers throughout the four corners of the earth, teaching the truth in righteousness and sincerity. What the fuck? Let me take this watch off, man. Anyway, Salak, I don't even know where I stopped at, but salutations to you brothers throughout the four corners of the earth, teaching the truth in righteousness and sincerity. To you Israelite foreigners, come back home to the truth. To those that passed away serving the Lord, the dead in Yahweh shall arise first. All right, I want to do this video to discuss the last. After this, I'm not gonna have anything to say about these dudes. Actually, this video is not about them. This is a general video going into not only what they did, but what a lot of people do. You know, and it's truth I've noticed over the past, I'd say I'd noticed it for the past 11 years. I didn't really notice it before YouTube, actually. And even when YouTube first launched, I didn't really notice it until a couple years in. But basically, you know, this whole vibration or this whole spirit of starting shit with brothers and then calling them carnal when they want to choke slam the shit out you. You know what I mean? You know, I think that, you know, you got a lot of that in this truth. You got a lot of dudes that talk tough, call men bitches, you know, disrespect men, you know, and then, you know, pretty much would criticize those same men if those men was to punch you in your fucking mouth. Which these guys haven't. I'm not sitting here saying that these guys are bitches and or any of that. But what I'm saying is, you do have a spirit out here of men thinking that it's carnal for somebody to be disrespected and punch you in the fucking mouth. I think that dudes in this truth, honestly, a lot of y'all young dudes need to toughen up, man. A lot of y'all young dudes need to toughen up. Y'all, a lot of y'all are pussy, man. We don't come from pussy elders. We don't come from leaders that came up shook to tell the truth. And if you put your hands on one of them or you talk shit to one of them, you would have got your fucking ass whooped. Have you ever seen somebody come up to any camp and just do what the fuck they want? Just push brothers around, smack them around, and brothers just let it happen? Have you ever seen somebody really come up to camps and get all disrespectful, get up in men's faces and shit, and nothing happened? See, a lot of you dudes don't know what it is to be in the truth, man. A lot of you dudes are too soft for this truth. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Because I'm gonna tell you the elders that I grew up with, you know what I'm saying? You know, I came up under Zabak and Bunloya, and every camp there was a near fight. Almost, I can't think of too many camps that went by smoothly. Now, I will say that some of it was agitated by us. You know, we were kind of a little too much for people, you know? And sometimes we went overboard, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes we got a little too disrespectful. You know, but, you know, we're dealing with men here that was, you know, ready to fucking go, man. They was ready to go. They was ready. If something happened, you know, Bunloya, Zabak, you know, Tawab Rakah, Basadar, they was on it, man. You wasn't putting your hands, we wasn't soft, man. HYK, even though the teaching was soft, but those men wasn't soft. I was in HYK with Bakwash. You know, the one that brothers call Baloo. I mean, his message might be a little on the softer side, but you put a hand on him, or you even spit in his direction, he was on your ass. He done slapped the shit out of a few people himself. You know? The brother of the elder Mathathua will break your ass in two. And he's also one of those that you don't really see teaching all harsh. But he'll break your ass in two. Who else? Who else did I come up under, man? You know, like I said, Zabak, Banloya, you know, Banloya's cousin, Kanawat. Any of these men would have broke your shit, man. You know, so you young guys now, you young guys got it easy, man. You young guys now are able to call men like me carnal because we would stand up to you and the bullshit you have to say and break your shit. And I'm not even one of those tough guys, man. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm super tough guy. You know, but I came up in a rigid regime. And first off, I come from the hood. You know, any of you brothers that come from the hood, you know that you got a little chip on your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? You already know. I don't have to tell y'all. You know, but you other dudes, I don't know where y'all come from, man. But that behavior, that little behavior that y'all got now is too damn soft, man. You know, calling men carnal when you disrespect them, you want to disrespect men and then call them carnal when they want to choke your ass out. That's a new spirit, man. I didn't know about that shit. You know, you talking to somebody that done taught in Times Square when there was a bomb threat in Times Square. You talking to somebody that made videos, you know what I'm saying? This was back in the day. I'm not trying to take credit for it now, but made videos, you know, going in on Zabak and then seeing Zabak in person later on. You know? In person, Zabak could have pulled me to the side. He could have jumped me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whether what I said was true or not, you know, the things that were said, and it was even stuff that I didn't say, but he could have said, yo, your man said it. You know what I mean? You know? But, again, going back to me and Zabak, you know, you got the video of us jumping that fucking cracker in Times Square. You know, you got times that weren't captured on video, like when we had to face off with like 20 fucking Gomer Pyle Navy dudes. It was like at least 20 of them, man. And you know these Navy dudes, they're fucking well trained. They ain't no pussies neither. They look like pussies. They not pussies. Shit, I never told the story, and Gabar's gonna laugh. There was a time me and Boloy was about to fight. And Boloy didn't back down. We just wound up, before we actually got to the fisticuffs, you know what I'm saying? We reasoned it out, but we was about to, you know what I'm saying? This is what I come up under, man. This is what I come up under. I came from this type of situation. So with you dudes now, you 2019 dudes, with all that Call of Duty mouth but Mario Kart hands, you know, you got all this mouth to say whatever the fuck you think you want to say, but you know, when it comes down to actually backing it up, like, you talking so tough, then be tough. If you not tough, don't talk that shit, my nigga. Don't put my brother's face in your video if you don't want to see him in person, because I guarantee you, any of you dudes that want to play them games, my man will fold y'all ass up, bro. He could fight. You know how Jake do that thing where they say a word twice if it's like really serious? Like that bitch a thought. Like a real thought. You know? He could fight. He'll bend your ass like a goddamn like one of them chairs. Like one of them chairs that bends in half, that folds. He'll fold your ass up, man. And it doesn't mean that you should fear. You should rebuke with fear. But if you're gonna sit here and look for problems, then you better be ready for what comes with it, man. Again, going back to the harshness that I came up in this truth through. Nigga, I remember going to camp around the same time as you know, the white man had like a color system. Orange if it was really tense. Red if it was like fucking terrorist attack tense. remember teaching when it was orange, when it was red. Y'all don't remember that shit. I remember going to camp thinking that Comfy and them was stupid enough to try to come for us. Like literally, we was, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Haragaja bitch ass was coming by the camp talking shit in Times Square. One time he was about to get fucked up by this brother named Amath Aliyah. Like y'all don't know about this. Like this. This truth is real, bro. This truth is real. A lot of y'all dudes don't know what it's about, man. A lot of y'all dudes think that it's just about making video. Like, bro, like when I tell you I seen camp, I've been to camps where I didn't think I was gonna make it home that day. That's when you see what the fuck you made of. You know, a lot of y'all think you see me on camera now and you think I'm like this real nice, you know, teddy bear type nigga, man. Listen, man, there was times where I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you straight up. If we would have got locked up, I would have been the reason for it. I remember seeing tons of times I used to see fucking so-called black women with other nations, or what looked to me to be of other nations. I call a bitch a traitor, race traitor, nigga bitch. And I don't, hey, listen, and the dudes will be wanting to fight. Don't get it twisted. I remember times Sabal used to see the black woman with the white man and she'd be like, you want some cheese with that cracker? And Sabal's another one. That dude don't play no fucking games, bro. I done seen him fucking fight a cop. Literally. Cop was trying to grab him. He's kicking and punching. I remember a time when Sabal thought that a cop was about to try to, you know, like come at me a certain way. Sabal came running with his hand like balled up, like he was about to swing on that cop, man. And I had to tell him, yo, chill, bro. Chill, you know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying to y'all, man. I experienced the I guess, so to speak, the roughness of being in this truth, man. I experienced the toughness that you have to have, man. I experienced that shit. I remember having to get my chain fixed because this Edomite grabbed my chain. He wasn't even hostile. But the fact that he even touched my chain set off this brother named Tawab Rakat. Tawab Rakat smacked the shit out of his hand. And while the hand was on my chain, you know, the chain basically broke. And the Edomite was walking away mad shook. And I'm not saying none of this ain't spiritual, but what I'm saying overall, ultimately, my point is, a lot of you dudes y'all need to grow up here, man. Y'all need to grow up here. Because a lot of y'all dudes is too soft to be talking about y'all in this truth and calling yourselves rebuking dudes, man. If you're going to look for problems, then you better be the type of brother that can handle the problems that come at you. If you're going to sit here and accuse brothers of things and put their faces on your videos, then you better be the type of dude that can stand up to that shit when the brother come at you. You know, because you got too many dudes that's just talkers in this truth, man. You talk in front of a camera, you so fucking tough in front of the camera, but when you in front of a brother, it ain't none of that mouth. I done witnessed it, man. I done witnessed it. Matter of fact, tell you another story. I remember one time this dude Adiyala from the Taints of Thunder, well, they call themselves the Saints of Thunder, but you know what I mean. The Saints of Thunder, he was talking all this shit. I confronted him, and I'm going to say this. He didn't back down, but he also didn't have all that mouth that he had on camera either. But he gets an honorable mention because he did not back down. And that's a soft nigga. Straight up and down, that's a pussy nigga, and he didn't back down. Like I said, he was tougher. He was tougher over the fucking camera than he was in person, but one thing about him, being a pussy, he still didn't back down. So imagine a lot of you dudes now, man. Imagine a lot of you dudes now that call yourself being in this truth, but a lot of y'all fucking soft as hell. So the main point that I want to make is stop talking all that carnal shit, but then tell a brother he's carnal when he wants to choke slam the shit out your ass. It's unbecoming, man. Don't sit here and fucking have a Call of Duty mouth with Mario Kart hands, bro. You better have fucking hands if you're gonna sit here and put men's faces on your goddamn video. Talking shit about men and all that. Defaming men's characters. You know, because if not, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. A lot of you dudes, because I remember some bitch-ass nigga in North or South Carolina one time made a video talking shit about us with our music page. You know, you so fucking tough all the way in North or South Carolina. And I think this was before we had Men of Valor South Carolina. Not saying that I would, you know, do anything or set anything up, but you know what I'm saying? Niggas a pussy. Some niggas in the West Coast was talking shit to the brother, you know, talking shit about us to one of our brothers in the West Coast. You know? Like, that's pussy shit, man. If you in this truth, you're gonna be a fucking man, be a man. Otherwise, sit the fuck down. Put your goddamn tail between your legs and let real men come out here and teach this word, man. Let real men come out here and be men and show y'all what it's like to be a real man. Because a lot of you dudes in this truth is not real men. A lot of y'all is real cowards, man. You know, stop throwing that word carnal around. You're talking carnal shit. You're putting brothers' faces in your videos. What do you think that's gonna do? Niggas, I done seen niggas get knocked out for less, man. I done seen niggas get knocked out for less. And trust me, if you're within 2-3 hours driving distance, you better calm the fuck down. We used to have a saying coming up when I was younger: calm your actors, big face, this ain't a movie. You know, a lot of you dudes act for the camera. You're so fucking tough in the camera. You're not out in the streets as tough as you are behind the camera and inside your fucking house. You know? And it's not for you brothers to try to be tough either. If you're not tough, don't be tough. But don't sit here and get tough with brothers, and then when they get tough back with you, when they make their face hard towards you, then you call them carnal. Because there's a spirit going on in Israel that's been for a long time, you know, of telling men that they're carnal because you are afraid of that fight. You don't want to have that fight. You want to talk your shit, but then the minute that the brother comes at you, oh, you carnal, you carnal. They just got all that mouth, but don't expect somebody to punch them in their mouth, and when they do get punched in their mouth, then they carnal. Fuck out of here. With that, I'm going to say all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the house of David. Salutations to you brothers throughout the four corners of the earth, teaching the truth in righteousness and sincerity. To you Israelite foreigners, come back home to the truth. To those that have passed on serving the Lord, the dead in Yahweh Shai shall arise first. Shalom.